This morning we've heard about so many different possibilities of what a future can hold. I want to share one more story with you, and that is the story of my own journey through young adulthood. After I graduated from high school, I was set to study pre-med at the University of Nebraska at Omaha. I joked that this path was my path until I took organic chemistry, and that is what took me out. But actually, it was a dream that was not mine. It really wasn't mine. It was my parents and my grandparents that dreamed that I would be a doctor. And Nebraska really wasn't where my spirit could thrive. I wanted to return to California, where I grew up until I was a teenager. And so I did. I moved to California and I became a nanny and then a preschool teacher. In order to keep my job as a preschool teacher, I had to take early childhood education units, which I did at the community college. And the last semester of my AA degree in early childhood education, I took a class on Intro to Anthropology and fell in love with anthropology. So then I went to Mills College and got a bachelor's degree in anthropology and sociology. And then I went to Nebraska again to pursue a master's degree in applied anthropology, where you took the research of anthropology and applied it to real-world problems. And during that program, I had this wonderful applied anthropologist professor that I just adored. Unfortunately, one of the other professors decided that he didn't want to go along with the new law that meant that you needed to return the Native American remains to the Native American people and instead burned them and spread them around the campus. And so during that controversy, I was in one of his classrooms when he said, "I need somebody to call 911 and be able to block the door if anybody comes for me." And I said, "Nope, I'm out," and left the program. They also fired the applied anthropology professor. So then I became a stay-at-home mom for 8 years. Wow, that was a turn, right? So 8 years, and then I got involved in religious education at one of the Unitarian Universalist churches and fell in love with Unitarian Universalism. And next thing I know, I'm off to seminary, and at 40 years old, becoming ordained and a minister and serving my first congregation. So we never know what possibilities come our way. We never know what journey is going to take us. We never know what is going to prepare us on that journey for where we are. Everything I went through, all the skills I built, helped me in ministry today.